Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We have a bunch of quarters here and some other coins, and they're all from 1946, the United States' first year after World War II. And this is, of course, the 1946 Washington Quarter, and we're going to focus on that today. The Washington Quarter from 1946. The Washington Quarter first came out in 1932, George Washington's 200th birthday, even though he wasn't alive, of course. This is the 1946 Washington Quarter, the first post-war year. World War II ended in 1945. It's also the first post-FDR year. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was our wartime president, and he died in 1945. And so 1946, this is the first year that they issued quarters after he died. And of course, those of you who know about the dimes know that there's a Roosevelt on the dime. Well, that was the first year, 1946, that the Roosevelt dime came out. And here's one of them right here. Let's take a look at it. Remember, in these days, 1946, the mint marks were all on the back. So this is the first year of the dime. It's a 1946. You might look a little bit like a 1940, but they didn't make them in 1940, so that's one of the ways we know. It says Liberty in front of him and God We Trust down here, 1940. And then if we turn it over, we see this is a San Francisco mint one. And so this first came out in 1946 along with this 1946 quarter. Let's see what the mint mark is on this one. Okay, no mint mark, that means it's a Philadelphia coin. In Philly, in 1946, they made 53 million of these. These are actually scarcer today than the San Francisco mint coins from 1946 because they made so many of them that people didn't save them. The San Francisco mint made 4.2 million. The Philadelphia mint made 53 million. And so a lot of people saved a San Francisco with the S's, but almost nobody saved a Phillies. And you know what that did to this? It made it worth a lot of money. So far, they found 24 Mint State 67 pluses, Philadelphia Mint coin, and those are worth $2,500 a piece. Well, what other coins did they make in 1946? Well, of course, they made the penny. And here's the penny right here, 1946 penny, Philadelphia, because no mint mark here on the front. And then the nickel, all right? Here's the 1946 nickel. And remember that 1946, the nickel had been out since 1938, I think. And that is going to, mint mark's going to be on the back, and this is a Denver Mint one. So I said that they made 53 million of these quarters. They also made them at the Denver Mint and at the San Francisco Mint. So let's take a look at the Denver Mint and the San Francisco Mint quarters. Here's a Denver Mint one right here. At the Denver Mint, they made 9 million. And the highest grade they found so far for PCGS is an MS67 Plus. They found 13 of them, and they're worth about $3,100. When you're looking for these, always, look at the back, look at the front. They're often going to be very worn out. Let me put it that way. I'd say if you can find one of these, though, for under $5 or under, I would just buy it because the silver value alone is well over $4 in these. All right, let's see if we've got a San Francisco Mint coin. Yes, we do. This is a San Francisco Mint coin from 1946, and this is just a sweet coin in great shape. At San Francisco in 1946, they made 4.2 million. No proof coins at any mint in 1946, and no uncirculated mint sets. These San Francisco Mint coins came out, and they made so few of them, people just saved the rolls because they knew that they were going to be scarce. So at the San Francisco Mint, there are 6 MS68s that they found, and they were $11,500 for an MS68 version of this. What's going to happen on an MS68 is you're going to see the feathers down through here. You're going to see a little bit more definition in the head. But this is probably in the mid MSs, maybe an MS65 right here. So this could be worth up to $100, this coin right here. So at the San Francisco Mint, they made 4.2 million. At the Denver Mint, they made 9 million. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made 53 million. So a total quarter value of about $17 million. What's interesting is the $17 million in quarters were dwarfed by how many millions of dollars of dimes they made. They made 350 million dimes, and so their value was about $35 million worth of dimes, $17 million worth of quarters, $15 million worth of pennies, $11 million worth of nickels. So if you add up all the value of the quarters, nickels, and pennies, it's still less than the 1946 Roosevelt dime full value. So that's why we wanted to kind of get them all out here and show them all to you. These are just beautiful coins. If you can get one like this, remember it's probably going to be worth $100 or so, sometimes a little less. But if it's a San Francisco Mint, they're really hard to get. But the one you would really, really love to get is this one, which we borrowed from a friend's collection. And this is the 1946 Philly, probably in an MS-65. And look at this one. Just sweet feathers here. Little bit of scratches here, a little bit of discoloration. But on the Philly, notice that the tail feathers aren't quite as developed, and neither is the olive branch down here right above the $quarter. The olive branch in the back of the Phillies were just not pressed quite as nicely as the San Francisco Mint coins. And of course that's going to happen when you make 14 times as many quarters at Philly as you did at San Francisco. All right, well that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.